side of the hill, our 103-year-old steam locomotive and has enough power that it can start this train from anywhere on this railroad. The reason why we back out of our station, we want to make sure we give everyone a full and complete ride over the Georgetown Loop Railroad. Our tracks here extend a few hundred feet just behind our high ridge here. Without crossing our this bridge, we won't deny not or complete the route which this railroad is named for. Now, if you come back to this high bridge as we prepare to cross underneath of it, this is an exact new replica of the original bridge, which was built in the winters of 1883 and 1884. That cost us $250,000. Now, that's quite a sum of money back in the 19th century. But when this bridge was torn up and sold for scrap in 1939, it only sold for a mere $650. Now, this new bridge that you folks see here was built 100 years later after the original bridge, and it sold from 1983 and 1984 at a cost of $4 million, thanks to a donation from the Venture Foundation. Now, unlike the original bridge, which was built out of cast wrought iron, this new bridge is built out of high-grade steel and concrete. It's actually 5 times stronger than that original bridge, which is a good thing, because the old-timers on the old railroad, before the old bridge would sway from side to side and sag in the middle as trains went over it. I can reassure everybody on board the train today that this new bridge does not sway as much. I'm just kidding, guys. If this bridge is swayed any, I probably wouldn't be on board the train right now. Now I'm going to step off the microphone and let 40 do all the talking for me on the uphill trip, but I do have one request for everybody on board for this first part of our train ride today. Please reassure everybody on board the train today that this new bridge does not sway as much. I'm just kidding, guys. If this bridge has swayed any, I probably wouldn't be on board the train right now. Now I'm going to step off the microphone and let 40 do all the talking for me on the uphill trip, but I do have one request for everybody on board for this first part of our train ride today. Please have your tickets ready for my conductor and I to come around to validate railroad. conditions of the bridge here. When they were coming across the bridge here. So this will be their getting off point. What do you think? Good idea to toss them off here, or should we leave them on the train?
Oh, let's leave them on.
They say leave them on? Okay, I guess this time we'll leave them on. Now also, in addition to that, I want to make a quick announcement to remind folks to please do not throw anything from the train or on the floors of the cars. There are waste bins located under the seats at either end of the cars. Please use those to dispose of any waste. And once again, do not throw anything from the train or on the floors of the cars. If you throw anything off the high bridge as we pass over, you may be going down off the bridge afterwards. Thank you very much for your folks' cooperation with that. Our next stop is Silver Plum. Some of you folks might have noticed we slowed down here a little bit in the middle of the high bridge. That's good.
I don't really know
locomotive. You can see some more of our rolling stock here. Now this train is known as the extra train. It's actually made up of old freight cars belonging from the Denver and Rio Grande Western Intergauge Railroad down in southern Colorado. Now the locomotive on the front of this train is the Georgetown Loop Railroad's number 130. 130 and its sister locomotive, which you guys might be able to see over here on the right-hand side on our rip track, the 140, were both built by General Electric back in 1956, and they both served on at the U.S. Gypsum Mine out in California. Now the really unique thing about these two locomotives, they're nicknamed the Twins, because not only do they look similar in appearance, with the same face and same paint color, but these two locomotives are the only two diesel-electric locomotives of their type that were ever built. We're happy to have them out here at the Georgetown Loop Railroad as one of our main sources of diesel-electric locomotive power. Over here on the right-hand side in front of the 140, you can see our big green and yellow diesel locomotive, number 1934. 1934 was actually built by General Electric in 1951. She's had an interesting life. Her career began on the docks for the United States. So narrow that we can't have a wide or a turntable installed out here to turn any of our trains around, or let alone any of our locomotives. So for the downhill trip, 40 will pull our train going backwards. And on the uphill trip, she'll pull our train and going forwards. Now the railroad the folks are riding on today is a reconstructed portion of the old Georgetown, Breckenridge, and Leadville Railway, also known as the GB&L for short. The first mountain railroad in this area was the Colorado and Central Railroad, which began construction down in Denver in 1870. It came out west following Clear Creek through the towns of Arvada, Golden, and Idaho Springs, and finally reached Georgetown in 1877. The GB&L was then tasked with continuing this line west through the Continental Divide and dropping down into the rich mining towns of Breckenridge and Leadville. This plan, however, got scrapped early on. The current company of the GB&L was acquired by a different line, the Denver South Park Pacific, which reached Breckenridge and Leadville from a different direction. As time went on, the Denver South Park Pacific, the GB&L, and the Colorado and Central would all merge together to become known as the Colorado and Southern Railway. That was the name that this railroad would carry until its abandonment in 1939. The United States government built the Civil Purchase Act. This caused the price of certain board products so drastically, flying over was the top profit. The railroad did after this, the United States president. They are virtually opposite of the world. As well as spread throughout the entire country, the implement of the beauty of the Georgetown Loop. It became fashionable there. Before it came down to Denver, right up over the loop, stopping Central Point for a picnic lunch, and the border train back to Denver, and went down there for supper. This business became so successful, it was making a 7-train today departing from Denver's Union Station bound for Silver. Business on the Colorado and Southern continued to be successful up until the 1920s, when automobile began taking over the main source of transportation for all Americans. It was more economical and affordable to take your car out to the mountains for a day trip versus hopping on board and riding the passenger train. The passenger business had dwindled so badly that by 1927, the railroad decided to discontinue offering their service. It was one of the worst for this railroad as the Great Depression hit. It would come here a few days out of the week with a few small freight trains to service the small mountain communities of this area, but even that was no longer profitable. By 1937, the railroad had to file for abandonment and bankruptcy of the line. In the years of 1939 to 1941, this line was still included in eastbound the Gulf.
We got out there on time, though. That was the only big thing.
passenger business on the Colorado and Southern continued to be successful up until the 1920s. Automobile began taking over the main source of transportation of all Americans. It was more economical and affordable to take your car out to the mountains for a day trip versus hopping on board and riding a passenger train. The passenger business had dwindled so badly that by 1937 the railroad had to file for abandonment and bankruptcy of the line. In the years of 1939 to 1941, this line from Georgetown and eastbound to Golden was all torn up and sold to scrap. Now you folks might be asking me, if this line was sold for scrap, then you know what you're riding on today? Well, in the early 1960s, Colorado was trying to plan for a new interstate highway, I-70. One of these plans called the highway went straight through this town floor. This was to destroy the railroad grade in this area. Colorado Historical Society was successful in positioning the highway from located Interstate 70 to the south side of Republic Mountain, where we see it today. Starting in 1973, the Colorado Union Pacific Railroad in the United States Navy Seabees, under the code name of Silver Spike, we began relaying tracks east out of Silver Blues. And in 1975, with Lindsay Road and Ashby, their narrow gauge equipment from their Central City line, their expertise with narrow gauge railroad operations, the first diesel passenger train runs out of Silver Blues for the first time in many years. And a little less than a decade later, the newly constructed Pine Bridge and four-level track was put back in place, and we've been running trains out here every year ever since. Warning signal for employees that people are coming into a curve that comes to high fill, which is arguably the most important. Now, high fill curve is arguably the most scenic portion on our railroad. Up along the left-hand side of our train, you'll get a great profile shot of steam locomotive 40 that actually negotiates our train through the sharp 30-degree curve. To the right, as soon as we clear these trees and rocks, you'll be able to catch a glimpse of our Double Peak High Bridge and a good view of Georgetown, the valley beyond. And over here on the left-hand side of our train, you might notice this bowl-shaped area near the mountainside. This bowl-shaped area is in the outfield. Minor to this area is called the baseball landscape area. So come up here every Sunday, or only day off, and if you gauge the baseball in the finish way, get your point with the band. Now you can say these minors were the original Colorado Rockies baseball teams. I'm not sure how they would fare with today's Colorado Rockies, because I know back in the 1890s, I would have been playing in the minor leagues. Yeah, I guess a fair warning, these jokes are only going to get worse from here. Railroad, like the original GD&L, it is narrow gauge, and the tracks are only 3 feet apart from each other. Standard gauge lines such as Union Pacific and Amtrak have a gauge of 4 feet 8.5 inches. Narrow gauge. With narrow gauge lines, that means smaller cars and equipment can be built, which means we can negotiate tight curves found in mountainous regions. That also means we can encounter steeper grades, such as the one that our train is pulling onto right now. Here on the ladder track, we'll be around the 74% grade, meaning for every 100 feet of forward travel, we'll drop 4 feet in elevation. To put this into perspective, the crew cab of locomotive 40 is about 12 feet lower in elevation compared to the last passenger car on our train. Narrow gauge lines also means a road that has to be narrow. That's evident by those big old boulders that we're passing through. At a little point in time, these were all drilled out with backboard, nitroglycerin, and black powder explosives. This was absolute that these are small enough to be handled by hand or by horse speed. Now, what do you think about the owners of lighting the fuses and running away for dear life? Well, of course, only the smallest and most agile of us, children. Children between the ages of 7 and 14 years old were hired by the railroad and were called the powder monkeys. It is said with the natural speed and agility. It is said with their natural speed and agility, they can light the fuses on this dynamite and get out of the way before a shower of granite came down upon them. So kids, just remember this the next time mom and dad ask you to clean your room. There are far worse things you could be doing. Our train is going to be crossing over Clear Creek for the first of 4 times, 100% from Silver Road. As we come off our bridge, we'll be entering a cut here on the mountainside. If you folks look off on either side of this cut, you may notice these stone retaining walls. Now, these walls were built almost 140 years ago by the foreigners and local miners of this area, using a method known as dry stacking, meaning there is no mortar or cement holding these walls together. They're all held up by friction and gravity alone. The true testimony to the skill and ingenuity of these workmen, because we've had to do little to no maintenance to these walls, except for adding these large retaining bolts on the left-hand side to help support the weight of Interstate 70. Now our train is slowing down, and that's because we're going to be making a quick station stop at our Lebanon line tour platform. Now, for those of you going on the mine tour today, this is going to be your one and only stop to hop off the train and then go on that lovely guided tour. We're going to ask you to get a great profile shot of Steam Locomotive 40 that actually negotiates our train through the sharp 30-degree curve. To the right, as soon as we clear these trees and rocks, you'll be able to catch a glimpse of our Devil's Gate High Bridge and a good view of Georgetown and the valley beyond. Over here on the left-hand side of our train, you might notice this bowl-shaped area near the mountainside. This bowl-shaped area is nicknamed the outfield. Miners of this area built themselves a baseball diamond pitch area. They'll come up here every Sunday, their only day off, play a few games of baseball, and then enjoy a picnic lunch with their families. I used to say that these miners were the original Colorado Rockies baseball team. I'm not sure how they would know today's Colorado Rockies, because I know back in the 1890s. Have we been playing? The minor leagues. Yeah, I guess a fair warning. These jokes are only going to get worse from here. Oh, really like the original GD&L, it is narrow gauge, meaning the tracks are only 3 feet apart from each other. Standard gauge lines such as Union Pacific and Amtrak have a gauge of 4 feet, 8.5 inches. Narrow gauge sister line to the Lebanon line. Meaning 1,200 feet inside this mountain here, these two lines accidentally connected together, where they were following the same vein of Silver Ore. Since these two mines are known as sister mines, you could say that they share the same mother lode. Heyday of mining era here in the Upper Clear Creek Valley, some $200 million worth of silver ore was found out here. Now that's in 19th century dollars. Today, that's $200 million worth of silver ore equates to about $5.6 billion in today's money. The state Georgetown nicknamed it the Silver Queen of the Rockies, followed by Leadville, which is known as the Silver King. Now that's in 19th century dollars. Today, that's $200 million worth of silver ore equates to about $5.6 billion in today's money. The state Georgetown nicknamed it the Silver Queen of the Rockies, followed by Leadville, which was known as the Silver King. Here in a moment, we'll hear a warning signal from our locomotive that we're coming up to an area known as the Hall Tunnel. The Hall Tunnel. The Hall Tunnel has a unique story of its own. It originally started out as a transportation tunnel between the mines here and the mines on the other side of Leavenworth Mountain. But when construction began on this tunnel, the men constructing it had the worst of luck. They encountered the richest vein of silver ore ever found in the Upper Clear Creek Valley. Lost all interest in finishing this tunnel and began to mine here instead. You folks look off on either side of the train right now, and you can see that there's actually the entry point to the Hall Tunnel silver mine. Off on the right-hand side of our train, you can see more of our historic rolling stock collection, as well as one of our motor cars out here. You can also see the rusty remains of the old Ingersoll Rand steam-powered air compressor, which used to power all the air tools used here inside the Hall Tunnel silver mine. Now, it's not clear on how many tons of silver ore came out of this mine, but it was so successful, it outlasted the reappeal of the Sherman Silver Purchase Act in 1893. That lasted both World War I and World War II. Even outlasted through the Great Depression, including the abandonment of the original railroad. The Hall Tunnel closed its doors for the final time in the early 1960s. It originally started out as a transportation tunnel between the mines here and the mines on the other side of Leavenworth Mountain. But when construction began on this tunnel, the men constructing it had the worst of luck. They encountered the richest vein of silver ore ever found in the Upper Clear Creek Valley. Lost all interest in finishing this tunnel and began to mine here instead. Let's look off on either side of the train right now, and we can see that we're we're about to go over a stone line trench. This stone line trench is actually the entry point to a little silver mine. Now, on the right-hand side of our train, you can see more of our historic rolling stock collection, as well as one of our motor cars out here. You can also see the rusted remains of the old Ingersoll Ranch steam-powered air compressor, which used to power all the air tools used here in all one silver mines. Now, it's not clear how many times our silver board came out of this mine. It was so successful that it lasted the reappeal of the Sherman Silver Purchase Act in 1893. That lasted both World War I and World War II. Even out through the Great Depression, and the abandonment of the original railroad. All John Ford was forced to the final train in the early 1960s. Now, I'm not sure about anybody else here on board the train today, but the other friends on our list would like that luck if moving in out this way. If you folks look up to the left-hand side of our train, down the middleways, you will see a set of train tracks down below. We began our train earlier on those tracks, and we hope to get your attention to two birds. If you look at the picture of the story of Georgetown Loop, it was a surveyor's answer connecting the two towns of Georgetown and Silverblue by rail. On paper, this should have been simple, since the two towns were only 2 miles apart from each other. The towns lie within a different elevation by about 600 feet. If they were to lay the track straight through the valley floor, you would have greatly exceeded 6%, which is far too steep for a normal railroad operation. So, to reduce the grade, the surveyors came out with a track plan that is double back and moved over the top of itself, much like a spiral staircase, reducing the grade to an average of 3.5%. This did increase the distance between the two towns to 4.5 miles by rail. By the time Georgetown Loop was completed, there were only 4 or 5 other railroads in the entire world where a loop was used to gain elevation. In all cases except ours, the lower level of track of a loop was buried in a tunnel through the mountainside, whereas in our case, everything is out visible to the open world, thanks to an active spectacular Hellgate High Bridge. Up along the left-hand side of our train, you might see this post with the number 52 on it. No, that's not our speed limit, but it's here at this spot. There were 52 miles by rail to downtown Denver and into the Virginia Station. Just a little bit. Then you'll start to realize that you're feeling a little older. Yeah, like the train, these jokes only go downhill from here. This bridge is quite unique in that it's 300 feet across, which is the same length as an American football field. Although this bridge might look level, we're actually on a grade of 2%, meaning the side that we start out on is 6 feet higher in elevation compared to the side where we come off at. This bridge also curves in at 19.5 degrees. Most bridges built during this time were built straight and level to help retain structural integrity. Folks, once again, I am going to ask that please do not walk in between our train cars, especially while we're up here on the high bridge. For those of you who want more with that here, right? Really fast, because we'll be able to reach 75 feet of the lower level of traffic. Off on the right-hand side of our little train, Georgetown. This has some extra area here in the United States, a bit more aerial buildings and homes. Our horse on today's train, there's the Georgetown Loop Railroad's number 40. Compared to the side where we come off at. This bridge also curves in at 19.5 degrees. Most bridges built during this time were built straight and level to help retain structural integrity. Folks, once again, I am going to ask that please do not walk in between our train cars, especially while we're up here on the high bridge. Now, for those of you on board with that fear of heights, don't look down, because we'll be 100 feet above Clear Creek and 75 feet above the lower level of track. But off on the right-hand side of our train, you'll get an amazing view of the town of Georgetown, which has the highest per capita here in the United States of Victoria-era built buildings and homes.
Oh, look how cute. This is just the cutest.
He was a fat little guy. He probably gets fed well by tourists out here.
You should see the pikers here. They're the same way. On Pikes Peak, they will literally come up to your car and take a snack right out of your hand. So do the deer.
They're so cute. Hard to resist.
Oh God, he's such a chunk, Mom.
I know.
Oh, look how fat he is.
Okay.
Oh God, look how cute you are. Oh God, you're so cute. Oh God, I can't stand it. The little chunk. You should see the pikers here. They're the same way. On Pikes Peak, they will literally come up to your car and take a snack right out of your hand. So do the deer.
They're so cute. Hard to resist.
Oh God, he's such a chunk, Mom.
I know.
Oh, look how fat he is.
Yes. Want it.
Are we having a standoff? What's going on?
Literally not even
Oh my God, so cute.
Look at his little hands.
Oh, here comes another one.